And you know what's crazy is I know what's happening at my house now. Because one night I heard, what's he doing? Becoming a man. And I was curious. I'm like, I wonder what he's watching. So I started flipping through my channels, trying to find something that would spark interest. Sure enough, he's watching Cinemax. And I know that's what he's watching. That guy's clapping. Hell yeah.
Cochino.
Yeah, I know. I know that's what he's watching. Because out of my TV, I'm getting direct sound. And then I'm getting like a little delayed echo down the hall. You know, so it's like, yeah. Yeah. I saw him the next morning. I said, what were you doing last night? I was playing Nintendo. Yeah, whatever. You're playing Wii. And now he's like, whatever, dude. Anyway, I know I'm sweating up here. The whole front row, you guys are like,
It smells like carnitas. He smells delicious.
oh. Big guys, I don't know what it is. When we get hot, we smell like food. We should have our own cologne, huh?
From the makers of Tres Leches.
What's that smell?
Taco.
I'm a dork, I know. People ask me about the voices all the time. They're like, do you do that just on stage or do you do that in public too? I'm like, no, of course I do the voices in public. I have to make myself laugh. You know, I like doing the voices in places where people can't see me. Like drive-thrus. Oh, I'm evil at a drive-thru, man, except the one by my house because they know me. I mean, they really know me. I could show up at 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon, you know.
Welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you?
Yeah, let me have...
Pull up.
I didn't order.
Gabriel, pull up.
Whatever. Other places I've had fun, IHOP. Look at some of you, IHOP? Yeah, let me explain this one. Next time you go to an IHOP, look for the podium. Usually on the weekends, they'll have the podium set up right at the front door. And when you walk in, they'll have a host, and they'll ask you, how many in your party? And you tell them 2, 3, 4, whatever the case. And then when it's time for your seats, they'll call you with the little freaking, you know, they got the microphone on the side of the wall, and they'll go,
Paging party of 4. Paging party of 4. Now serving.
When that party walked away, I grabbed her microphone and I said,
Paging Mexican party of 47. Mexican party of 47. Now serving.
and the whole restaurant was like, all the guys in the kitchen, órale, güey! Hell yeah. I love IHOP. I go too much, you guys. I was at an IHOP one time during an earthquake. Wasn't a big one. It was enough to feel it, but not freak out, you know. I live in California, so we get them a lot. But if you're not used to that, you're like, earthquake, you know, and I'm sitting there. I just wrote it out, you know. Freaking earthquakes, man. You gotta choose which one you want, you know? You want earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, fires, floods. I live in California. I'll take the earthquakes. You could sleep through them, you know? And then whenever they happen, you never believe it's an earthquake. You're like, is it an earthquake or a big truck? Seriously, you'd be like, oh. Oh my God. Smell. But seriously, you can go to work and people are talking about how they were sleeping, you know? Did you feel that tremor last night? You can't sleep through a tornado or a hurricane. And I said that down south, and people were like, yeah, you can. I said, not if it hits your house. I've never seen that interview, you know. Sir, what happened to your home?
I don't know what happened. See, I woke up this morning, and this son bitch was flipped over. That's the darndest thing. You know, I got a truck in the tree. My dog is down the street. I can't find my wife, but that's for a whole nother reason altogether. I was asleep.
Sir, you were asleep?
Damn right I was asleep. I got me one of them Tempur-Pedics over there. Get her done. That's what I'm saying right there.
I love that impression, you guys. I love doing that. Every time I do it, somebody's like, hey, that's the redneck cable guy. Mexicans, be careful, because we have rednecks too. We do, and they sound exactly like the white ones. You guys are real quiet, huh? You don't believe me? Watch this. White redneck.
I'll tell you what.
Mexican redneck.
¿Sabes qué, güey?
Yeah, the only problem I have with my girl sometimes are her friends. I don't like her friends because they're haters. They are. Look at the guys clapping. Yeah, I know, man. It sucks. Every time I leave the house and I go out of town for the weekend, they show up and they start throwing little monkey wrenches in there, you know.
So, he's not here? Where is he? How come you're not with him? What's the story? What's the deal? How long have you been together now? You're not engaged? You're not married? What's up? Is he gonna adopt Frankie? What's the word? What's going on? How come you don't have a ring? Norma has a ring and she's a puta. How come you don't have a ring?
So, I'll get these messed up phone calls at like 2 in the morning when I'm on the road, right? Hello? Babe? White redneck?
Ding, 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 ding.
Mexican redneck? We put words and moves to that.
Bailamos con el tuca, bailamos con el bailamos con el tuca, 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 tuca.
Ahoy! Same guy. So be careful, man. I had to take it easy with the voices once I got with my girlfriend. She used to think it was cute, but then, you know, I scared her. One night we're in the room and she's like, ooh, what are you gonna do to me? And I was like,
You're gonna get it.
stop doing that. We used to role play. We used to play White House. Oh, that was so much fun back in the day. I'd wake her up at 3 in the morning. She's like, who is it? I was like, you know who it is.
Ay, señor, I don't speak English.
Hell yeah. That's about as political as I get now, you guys. Things change. People ask me, do you get political? I'm like, no, not really. You know, what's your take on Barack? I'm like, well, he's a lot smarter than the last one, that's for sure. I love his ass, man. Some people didn't want Barack in office only because he was black. And come on, you guys. You know, he's Barack. He's not Snoop Dogg. You know, it's not like he's going to come out, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States. Here we go again. Mr. President, Mr. President. Yeah. No. Anyways, that's as far as I'll go with that.
He said he wasn't gonna get it political.
Yeah, I know. Gotta change it up, you guys. A lot of things are changing. A lot. Got the relationship now. It's going good. I love my girlfriend. She's here in the house tonight, too. She's awesome. We rarely fight. And I think that's so freaking cool. And I know why. It's because I do this for a living. And she knows whatever we argue about will eventually end up right here. It slows her down. You ought to see her.
You know what I think?
Go ahead. Say it. Say it. And there was a commercial for a show called Hookers at the Point. It said this Saturday at 11:30, check out all the hookers. What's that mean? Oh, that means we're going out Saturday. What's a hooker? Let it go, dude. Tell me. You don't need to know. Tell me. Frankie, that's for adults. You said it was an adult. I said you eat like an adult. And what you do in the bathroom, you are grown up, trust me, but you don't need to know what a hooker is. He throws a fit in the kitchen. Hooker, 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 hooker. What are you doing? Hooker. He won't stop. I don't know what to do. So I snapped. Quit it! And he stopped. And apparently his mom heard that. And as soon as I yelled, oh my God. He went from being my son to my girlfriend's little cub once again. And here she comes from the other side of the house, mama lion to protect her little, you know. Ha! Ya hele! Ba-ba-bee, ba-ba-ma. see her coming. Ah! Why are you yelling at my baby? Oh my God. He wants to know what a hooker is. And that's why you're yelling? Tears, right? You said if he had any questions, he could come to you. I didn't know he was gonna ask me that. You said, don't worry, baby. I'm the man. I'll take care of it. Tell him. Are you serious? Tell him now. Frankie, you wanna know what a hooker is?
Yeah.
Those are your mom's friends. They don't like me anyway. At least now when they come over the house. Frankie, who's at the door?
Hookers are here.
My buddies are like, what did he say? Happy birthday. Oh my God. I keep coming back to alcohol, huh? I keep having these issues with it, you know? Like I got loaded one night and I don't know what happened. I accidentally wound up at this dance place. Gentleman clubby place, right? I wasn't driving, it was an accident. We pulled up to the place and... I knew where I was at. Even when you're drunk, you could be drunk and blind. You know where you're at as long as you hear, you know... I walked in there and I got recognized by one of the dancers, and you gotta call them dancers or entertainers or they get mad at you. They'll get mad.
I am not a stripper, okay? I am an entertainer.
I'm like, no, I'm an entertainer. You're nasty. Some girl recognized me. She's like, oh my God, I know who you are. You're famous. And I'm like, oh no. And some other dancer who's spinning on a pole overheard famous and she stopped. Just. She walks over. Oh my God, you're famous? Can I have your autograph? I said, you don't even know me.
I don't care. Sign it.
Okay, relax. What's